to the morning drive with Frankie and the Steve.
Oh, first of all, we're we're
I listened
we're
to
like
you first.
we're like Stinko and the Roadster.
Of course, I am absolutely the Roadster. I refuse to be Stinko.
I mean, I am Stinko right now. I've been Stinko my whole life.
In all seriousness, listeners, thanks for tuning in. This is episode 5 of Rebootleggers. I am Scott Owen, aka the Roadster, joining me as my co-host, who gets mad if I introduce him, so I'll let him do it.
Well, I like to talk. I'm Frank Serra, aka Stinko. Hashtag long live Stinko.
Frank, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good.
That's
It
nice.
was pretty good.
That's nice. Get all your Christmas shopping done?
Oh yeah, that big old Amazon cart of Santa's bag
Santa's bag.
is an Amazon cart.
Santa's bag is, I think if I ever got a boat, I would name it Santa's bag.
It's pretty good.
And then my second boat would be Santa's bag 2. Because you only got to name a boat once.
Yep.
And then everything else is just a descendant of that boat. So on this show, we reboot old shows, or movies, or anything
Books.
really,
Concepts.
And so I mean, we should probably reboot something. And I think Frank has you've got that reboot today. Frank, what are we doing today?
I think so. Over the weekend, speaking of our weekends, I was watching. I was flipping around channels and found myself on MTV2. Do you know what MTV2 shows, Scott?
An MTV2 show?
The MTV2 channel.
Do
you
I know
what they show on that channel?
Teen Mom?
It's mostly garbage. But one thing they do show is reruns of Saved by the Bell.
Oh, Saved
I
by
found myself
that
watching
Bell.
quite a number of them.
It's all right.
Yes.
That's from the theme song. That's the extent of my knowledge about this show. I know that this show exists from quite possibly before my time on this earth, but the reruns were certainly a thing after my existence began. I had never seen an episode until 3 years ago, after I was married and my wife started watching reruns. Because she loved it. She watched the hell out of it as a wee lass.
It was quite the show.
What I like about it is that boy has time-stopping powers.
The boy has time-stopping powers.
Is it like a sci-fi show?
Yeah, he stops time at least once per episode and directly addresses, through a fourth wall break, the viewer. Now, he doesn't use those powers to do anything but explain his inner monologue to the viewer. So I think maybe he was just bored with omnipotence and decided to go to high school.
So you're telling me he's an early Frank Underwood from House of Cards?
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good comparison.
Interesting. So, now, is this a prequel to House of Cards?
I don't see why it can't be.
No, I'm talking about the actual show.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Unrelated.
Oh, okay. You're already in reboot territory.
Yeah, we were already scouting there.
I gotta keep up. Okay, so here's what I know about the show. Time stop powers. I know that it's all right.
It is all right.
I know that time stop powers' name is Zach. I know
His
that
name is Zach.
I know that there's a very cool boy named AC Slater who sits backwards on chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's a girl named Kelly, because my wife's name is Kelly. That's the only reason that name stuck in my head. And there's a nerdy boy named Screech, who has a screechy voice.
Yep, like an owl.
Like an owl, like a screech owl. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach is a cool kid.
Yeah, there's also 2 other characters that
Oh.
you missed. There's Jessie
Enlighten
and
me.
Lisa. There's 2 other girls.
Oh, Jessie's a girl. Now, I do recall that Zach has a cell phone, despite this being the 80s.
Yeah, it's one of those big 80s cell phones with the big old antenna, and it looks like they're holding a large brick to their head.
A large Rick?
Yep, a large. Well, I said brick, but
Oh.
do
I
you
honestly
call bricks ricks
I just
in where you live?
I honestly did not hear the B. I thought you said Rick. I thought maybe it was an Ohio thing.
Oh, I thought calling bricks ricks might have been a Colorado thing.
Sounds like we're learning a lot about each other in our
Yeah,
respective cultures today. You know, for 20 years doing this show, and we're still learning about each other.
22 years doing the show.
My mistake. Has it been that long? Wow. All right. So I think this is ripe. And here's the thing. Again, the obvious answer is bring it into the modern day with a sexy teenage high school show, and I say no.
No.
And I don't know what to do with that. Did you know they've rebooted, Archie?
Yeah, the comics.
Yeah. He's got a CW show called Riverdale.
Is that real?
That's real. I'm not doing a joke. This isn't a goofer. That's for real.
Riverdale.
I think it starts in January.
Wow. So okay, so that's out. They already did it.
It's
Can
been
never do
done.
Archie.
I mean, not yet.
So
All right.
we don't want sexy high schoolers. Who wants that? No one wants that. That's out. That's the 80s.
Yeah. All right. So we need to find that new heat.
Yeah. We need to figure out. So Zach's the only one that has a cell phone,
Uh-huh.
and it's very important to everyone else that he has a cell phone.
It's
So how do we engineer a situation in 2016 where out of a group of 6 friends, only one of them has a cell phone?
summer camp?
Mm-hmm. AC Slater's a shoo-in for camp counselor.
Oh.
Screech can be a towel boy.
So they're the staff. They're not at
Yeah,
the
and
camp.
they're I mean, we're not doing teens, right? They're probably like in their 30s now.
Oh, they're grown-ups again? Well, so I mean, I don't know. I feel like staff members are allowed to have phones. Are we saying there's no cell service?
Yeah, I feel like cuz every problem everyone's ever had in high school can just be resolved with a text message now.
That's totally true. Well, yeah, so I mean, I was thinking they were the campers, and they weren't allowed to bring their cell phones to camp.
So they're like little
he
kids.
brought
They're like
his.
10.
I mean, they could be like, teenagers. Teenagers go to summer camp.
Yeah, but the most important part is that they're not sexy.
I would, I would, yes, these are very unsexy teens. Nope. All right, fine.
I feel like AC Slater's got to have it going on.
Well, here's the thing. Many camp staff members are teenagers.
Okay.
So they could be, just working there, but not grown-ups. This isn't Heavyweights.
Oh, could it be Heavyweights? Can we just do that?
I just watched Heavyweights for the first time recently.
Oh, yes, dude. Heavyweights is one of Ben Stiller's best movies.
I liked it.
So, we're making a summer camp where only one boy has a cell phone.
Correct.
And
wait, how often? Tell me for real. Is it actually that big of a deal to the story of this original show that Zach is the only one with a cell phone? Like, that is a plot point often enough.
He used it to show off about how his family is rich and like his father has more money than you, and he'll pull out his cell phone and he'll say like, "Who has the cell phone? You have to listen to me now."
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a cell phone. In 2016, let's just find our new thing. What's the new?
So he's the only person that has a
He's the only person with like a Oculus Rift.
a brand new Nintendo 3DS XL, Oculus Rift. He's the only one that has the Sega Game Gear.
So it's still the 80s?
Or the N-Gage. No, I think it'll be the N-Gage.
So what's the N-Gage?
Are you not familiar?
I'm
The
not.
N-Gage was a Nokia device from the early 2000s, late 90s. It was a combination brick cell phone and like fake Game Boy Advance.
Okay, but I thought this was 2016.
Oh, we're doing it in modern times?
I thought we were.
Okay, yeah. So N
Were
gauges
we
aren't really
not?
cool anymore. Maybe he just has like a big wad of cash at all times.
I'm fine with having it still take place in the 80s.
But like ironically,
I don't care as long as it makes me money.
that's
What's
true.
hip with the teens?
Oh boy, I don't know what teens like. YouTube.
What? That's our whole thing, is that we're supposed to know what teens like. That's how we reboot.
Oh, that's right. Teens love YouTube
Okay. He's
and tweeting.
I don't know
That's
that.
real.
I don't think teens do love tweeting. Actually, I think.
I don't think they do. I think adult businesses love tweeting.
And yeah, I like tweeting.
Are you an adult or a business?
I am an adult
Well, that makes sense.
according to my driver's license.
All right, so kids don't like tweeting, but they love YouTube, so they're going to YouTube summer camp.
Oh, I think there's actually a YouTube movie about YouTube summer camp.
I think Google will let us do it.
Okay. So it can't be it can't be called Saved by the Bell anymore. Because
Yeah, there's no bells at summer camp.
What are there? The Bugle, the Morning
Yeah,
Bugle.
bugles, large didgeridoos.
No. What kind of? Did you ever go to summer camp?
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
You know, you drink the warm lemonade, and every morning you wake up from the didgeridoo, and you do you like go on the slide.
That's okay. Yeah, you those words
Yeah,
are correct.
I've been to summer camp.
I can tell. Okay. All right. So we're thinking summer camp capers. What are some capers these kids could get into?
Well, are we doing the YouTube summer camp?
Oh, right. Okay. Well, what does a YouTube summer camp look like?
Yeah, so you learn how to probably make cool videos.
Instead of crafts,
You just make viral like clips. Like there's a boy with a baseball bat and another boy but instead of throwing baseballs to the batter, he's throwing
the batter hits the boy in the penis with his bat.
Oh, I think that's more of an advanced course. I was just gonna say he throws overripe oranges as baseballs.
And then they explode when the batter hits them. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
it gets everywhere.
I'm pretty sure a pitcher getting hit right in the nardos with the bat is gonna get more views.
Yeah, baseball nut bunt is gonna be a much better. It's gonna be a much better return on investment.
Nut bunt.
Yeah, that's a baseball word, isn't it?
Baseball and bunt are two baseball words. All right. Do you know what a bunt is in baseball?
Yeah, it's when you wait and you let the ball come to you.
Okay, so how is this a bunt?
Oh, no. Viral video names don't have to make sense.
Okay. All right. They just gotta flow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that'll happen. I mean, they gotta have more activities than just working on their YouTube videos.
Yeah, they probably learn about
Capture the flag?
yeah, and they record it? Like GoPros on everyone's heads?
Yeah, and the entire thing is being live streamed on YouTube Live.
Okay, like a reality a reality show I can get into. A sitcom about filming a reality show is something I can really get into.
Yeah. This can't be an actual reality live show because this has to
No,
air
that
on
would
the
be
NBCW. And also illegal.
It is illegal to whale minors in the testicles.
Not if it's a minor whaling another minor.
I think that's still statutory assault.
Are we talking about kids or like mine shaft workers?
Oh wait, what were you talking about? Now I don't want to tell until I know.
I thought suddenly we'd shifted to a coal mine.
No, we could do the kids. That'll be easier.
Okay, but no whaling on kids.
No,
I mean that's not a problem. That's not a problem. It's gonna be in the
fictional
forest.
whaling.
It's gonna
fictional
be
whaling.
It's gonna be in the forest. There's no ocean.
All right. Are you good?
You see?
No, I get it. No, I get it.
It's a bad attitude.
So we won't be harpooning any miners either, coal or otherwise.
Coal harpoons?
To be clear, children will be getting hit.
Miners with an O.
Minors, they will be getting hit with baseball bats, but it will not be real. It will be fictional and therefore legal.
With the power of technology. All right.
Yeah, CGI and baseball bats.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. All right, so for the most part, it's going to be kind of regular summer camp, but then also there'll be a part where they make their own YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
and I mean,
we
the goal...
we got to fit the characters here.
Are there... we need to define characters, assign them to cabins. Who's the bad guy? What's the... is there a bad guy? Like, so... What kind of things did the original show deal with? Give me some example stories from the original show.
Who was dating who? Being cool. Being attractive.
Okay.
Passing the Spanish test. Not getting caught by Mr. Belding.
So here's one of the problems.
The vice principal.
One of the tough things that we're going to have to deal with is you're doing a show about a summer camp. You know, summer camps, depending on how much your parents love you, you're at camp for at most 8 months. I mean, weeks. And so, like, hard to do a show, an ongoing show, when it's only, you know, one summer of time.
So you're thinking boarding house.
Oh, yeah, year-round YouTube boarding house.
Mm-hmm. Like an internment camp, but for fun.
I mean, okay. So then, what is... So...
Maybe, do they all have... So Zach can stop time.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna make the best YouTube videos.
Do they all have powers?
No, well... Do they all have powers?
Because maybe AC Slater has independent control of each one of his pecs.
Like a Terry Crews. Can we get Terry Crews?
Like a Terry Crews, yeah. Honestly, I feel like Mario Lopez would come back in a heartbeat. What's he doing? He's
a host on
E, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some free time.
We both knew exactly what he was doing pretty immediately.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I like to keep track of people along like AC Slater, because they're going places.
Going right up to E. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like E can give him some time off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he makes his own schedule. Nobody tells Mario Lopez what to do.
Yeah, Mario Lopez deigns to follow what he wishes. But, I mean, if we're already going to get Terry Crews, I feel like we can just rope him in.
They thank God every day Mario Lopez hasn't moved on to something else.
Oh, yeah, it's the only reason moms watch E.
So if moms watch anything for the hope that Mario Lopez might show up.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, we could get Mario and Terry. I'm sure Terry will come if we tell him we got Mario.
Oh yeah, they're famously close.
Okay, so we're thinking you just think he's got peck powers? That's not a good power.
Well, maybe his hair was pretty crazy in the 80s.
Yes, I do remember that. Did he have a mullet?
He did, like a ringlet mullet.
A ringlet mullet. All right. So we're going to YouTube boarding school. Can we call it YouTube?
That's a tough one.
If we spell tube with 2 O's instead of a U and an E?
Yep, we're good.
Cool.
Make the logo blue and we're good.
And the U is EWE, like the sheep. It's a farmer's
It's a YouTube.
School.
That's a shepherd. Where they all have superpowers still.
They're all shepherds.
They use their powers to herd sheep.
Apprentice shepherds. All right.
But now I want to hear you say that they still have powers.
So they're shepherds, and there's sheep involved. I'm thinking we're going to like pastoral England.
You won't. I need you to say that they have superpowers, Scott.
And then
I need you to verbally confirm for me that they have superpowers. Please.
I think there will be some powers.
Okay, I'm in. We're good.
Okay. And so it's YouTube. So it's they're making so they are junior. They're just starting out shepherds, and they are helping their whole thing. Have you seen Frank? Have you seen the last man standing?
No, what is that?
This is Tim Allen's new Home Improvement. It's basically Home Improvement. Instead, now he has
one more
3
thing
daughters
we can't
instead
reboot.
of 3 sons. Well, but it's not actually a reboot of Home Improvement. It's just him doing a new show. So it's basically Home Improvement. He has 3 daughters instead of 3 sons. And instead of having a TV show, he runs a sporting goods store, like an outdoor campy store.
Oh, those are the same thing.
And he makes YouTube videos like with instructional stuff on it. So he's still got like a I do a show thing. So
surprisingly progressive.
So here's what I'm thinking. We got some fresh recruits at Shepherd's Pie. No, Shepherd's at Shepherd's. And part of their job is to make instructional videos on how's best to sheep herd. And those videos go up on the YouTube. The YouTube, you know what I'm saying? The Bodo Lester YouTube.
YouTube.
Ewan McGregor tube.
YouTube. Yeah, we gotta say it. We gotta make it clear.
Okay. So we got, and it's the original Saved by the Bell cast.
Yes.
Saved by the sheep's bell.
Shaved by the Nell.
Sheared by the Dell.
I like that.
I don't know what a Dell is.
It's a bell in the land.
That's incorrect.
No.
Yeah. A dell is a small valley, usually among trees. So the farmer is in the dell.
Okay. And so are the sheep and the shepherds.
Correct. So we could be sheared by the dell.
Do shepherds do the shaving?
They can. It's called shearing, not shaving. I don't know how many times I gotta say that.
I don't think that's right.
It is 100. You shear sheep. You don't shave sheep. You shear them. You shear them with shears. They're called sheep shears. You gotta shear the sheep. You don't shave the sheep. You shear them.
I always just called them bar shavers, but maybe that's just a regional thing.
That might be a weird regional thing. What goes on in Ohio? Do you not have names for animals out there? Just the animal sounds?
I mean, sometimes it's faster, but...
No, I need to hear you say that you know that they're called sheep and not bars.
Okay, bars are called sheep.
What do you call those things that pull the carriages?
You mean the nays?
Yep. And you know, what are some common household pets that people might have in Ohio?
Woofs and whiskers?
Whiskers is not a sound! Oh my god. All right. So we've got sheared in the dell. Not sheared by the dell.
Sheared by the dell. Sheared in the dell, it gets
sounds
weird.
Sexual. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're going to be making all kinds, and that'll be the first episode. They do an instructional video about how to shear your sheep, and they will be in the dell. And they got powers.
Are the powers appropriate to sheep, or do they just all happen to be sheep? So Zach can stop time, makes it so easy to shear.
I think we all understand that shearing sheep, like stopping time, is the top. Ask any shepherd, hey man, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? They'll tell you stop time every time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's just the obvious answer.
But obviously, there are other applications aside from sheepery that stopping time can apply to. So back to your question, which now I'm asking you as if you hadn't asked me it already and I didn't just waste a bunch of time. Are all their powers sheep related?
Are all their powers sheep related? I, I think that a good undercurrent for the show is that they could be using their power for so much more, but they are but humble sheepmen.
Oh.
Zach
but
could use his
humble
time stop
sheepsmen.
to do so many things, but he just uses it to care for his flock.
You know, now, Frank, here's what I love about this. I think it goes without saying, we can expect at least 10 seasons out of this show.
Easily.
Season 6, Season 5 finale, it is revealed that the country, the America, has been enslaved by an evil superhero man who and years before, these simple shepherders had fought against him as superheroes and lost, and they are now in hiding. And so season 5
Collecting
finale,
the wool.
they're not even, no, they have, well, yeah, but that's just because, you know, they love sheep. It has nothing to do, they have no intention of going back. But season 5 finale, we reveal this whole secret past when someone shows up and they reveal, we need you back.
And all the wool that you have.
And also wool, because wool is the bad guy's main weakness.
And I mean sweaters and stuff. And
yeah, also it's really cold because
yeah.
we could use some sweaters.
We're in a dell, we're below sea level.
Okay. So, we got Zach Morris, aka Time Stop Shepherd.
Yep. They're all just named after their powers. It's just so much easier to understand.
We got AC Slater, aka
Ripples?
I don't. Are they sheep-based powers?
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to get off the Terry Crews peck jump.
I think Terry
Because
Crews
that has
can
nothing to do with sheep.
I think if we want a peck jump, we just ask Terry Crews. I think we'll get.
Yeah, there's no point doing it halfway.
I think if we're gonna, Mario Lopez, Mario. I know you're listening because you're our number one listener. Don't get me wrong, your pecs are glorious, and I'm sure you could do it. But you gotta admit that's Terry Crews material.
It is a Terry Crews. He might have it copyrighted.
So Mario's gonna get.
He needs to somehow. I need help to say this without making it weird. He can attract the sheep to him. He can make sheep want to approach him and desire him. AC Slater has the power to call sheep into his presence from afar.
Oh, he's just the sheep herder. He can call them in.
Well, no,
sheep caller.
Yeah, he makes them want to be with him.
Okay.
But maybe he can never turn it off. Because AC Slater couldn't turn it off. AC Slater was on, always. Maybe it's a blessing and a curse.
Okay. Alright, so sheep caller. I don't like that's not a good power.
But how it has to be larger than himself.
So you're telling me
it has to be that his power has to be more than sheep, but reducible to sheep.
No. Actually, Frank, we live in a world where Squirrel Girl, an admittedly wonderful and delightful comic, is a top tier Marvel comic.
So you're thinking Sheepman.
I'm thinking Sheepman.
Or Sheep Boy? Sheepman. I like Sheepman. Sheepman.
He could talk to sheep. He's got the proportionate agility and strength of a sheep. He's got those sideways eyes. You seen those?
Yeah, with the
eyes?
weird, the freaky. I don't like them.
Freaky eyes, and we don't explain that shit for the first 5 seasons.
Not at all.
It's just Mario Lopez got sideways eyes.
Oh, so do we not even find out that they even have powers for 5 seasons?
I mean, Zach Morris is still stopping time all the time, of course. But we don't reveal that the rest of the world, we don't reveal that the rest of the sheepers know, that's what they're called, by the way, the sheepers. We don't reveal that the rest of the sheepers know that Zach has been stopping time this whole time, and that they're all aware of this, and that this is just a thing. We think it's just like a comedy tool.
The others have not used their powers at all to date either?
I'm sure they have. It's just always happened when they're off screen.
So,
Or we just treat it
So
like
what-
a time stop. We treat it like it's some comedy goofer. We treat it like a comedy goofer. But then when it turns out, no, this is
because
actually really
he
happening.
smiles. AC Slater comes out of the gate and he smiles at his scattered flock, and he says,
Hey,
time for dinner, Steven, and all the sheeps like immediately just bull rush into him.
he goes, hey, get over here, and he hits a jukebox, and then they all run over to him. All the sheeps run over to him.
Yes, non-copyright infringing. You can't sue us. This is fair use. That was for the lawyers.
Okay, so we've got Time Stop and Sheepman.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got? We got Screech. I
got
mean, he's
Screech.
got to still be called Screech.
Yeah, he's got a.
Screech is
I
still
feel
Screech.
like he's just got Sonic bleeding house.
I reading my mind, Francis. I think we both agree he's got to just make sheep sound.
He just baws so loud.
The Sonic bleat. The Sonic bleat.
The Sonic
I love it.
bleat.
All right.
Oh,
all right.
that's perfect. What is it? Is it? It's just a loud noise. It doesn't do anything special.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a loud noise, and it does what loud noises do. Like it makes you want to not hear it anymore.
It's
But I
very
think-
annoying.
Yeah, but I think it's just the fact that it's a loud noise is his power. He goes like, and it reverberates through their bodies.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, Mr. Belding is their boss.
Do shepherds have bosses? I thought they were their own boss. I thought the life of a
Are
shepherd
they not
was a
at
free
YouTube
life.
Sheep School anymore?
Oh no, this is
I
still
mean, it's gotta have-
YouTube. There's a
Right,
headmaster.
YouTube.
Headmaster Belding.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Headmaster Tube.
Well, Headmaster Belding.
Yeah. Belding Tube. And he's
Oh,
just regular.
his name is T-O-O-B.
T-double-O-B.
T-O-O-B. So
He's just regular.
he just thinks he has very
he's
good
still just-
students.
Yeah, who care about their principal. He was the principal, right?
He was either the principal or the vice principal.
He thinks that these students care about him so much because he was just the coolest principal, and they're all just like, nah, man, we're just
No,
laying
we're
low.
hiding out.
Laying low.
We have superpowers. We are hiding from a villain.
Yes, sir. Okay.
But they don't say
Kelly.
any of that to Mr. Belding.
Right. Moving on. What is Kelly's power?
So in the original show, she was the on again, off again
Yeah, what
love
was her
interest
deal?
of Zack. She pretty much
Okay.
existed for Zack to like her.
Hmm.
The
Well,
80s
we're gonna have
wasn't
to
very
flesh her out a
progressive.
bit. This is 2016.
It's 2016.
How about she turns into a border collie?
Oh, to herd the sheep better.
Even though she doesn't need to because old sheepman can just call him in.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out a way that he can't just do that every time.
You know
Like
what's awesome?
Superman.
Have you ever seen videos of border collies herding sheep and they just run on top of the sheep?
No, that's incredible. Maybe
It's pretty.
maybe
It's amazing.
so Kelly is a shapeshifter whose her favorite form is border collie.
No. Okay, I had an idea. Okay, I got this. I'm gonna blow your mind, Frank. I'm gonna blow it.
Blow it.
I'm gonna blow your mind.
Blow it.
I have two ideas. Two
Give me the
ideas.
simultaneously. Alternate words
I think
of dip.
nope, that'll make it too hard. Here's what I'm thinking. So, running on top of sheep gave me the idea of them building things with sheep. Like they gotta
Living
bridge a
sheep.
gap with sheep. Living sheep. So, I'm thinking she's got telekinesis, but can only move sheep with her mind.
Oh. Okay. But
Only sheep.
only sheep.
She can move things
Not
with
even
her mind as
wool.
she can move things with her mind as long as those things are sheep's.
And she can choose anything she wants, but as long as the choice is sheep.
Sheep's, yes.
Sheeps. Sheep? Sheeps. Use.
Yeah. So
That makes it very good as collecting. Sheeps can grow quite large. They can be used as weapons. So, do we want them all to have sheep names? Because I know that Zack is Time Stop Man. AC Slater is Sheepman.
no.
Screech is still Screech.
Right, she just has to have a power that describes her power.
Mm-hmm. So what about the Mewver? Is that too clever for Joe Sixpack?
Who's Jerry Sixpack?
'Cause
is that a character in the show?
That he's the average man that they have to hide their powers from in the camp.
He's their neighbor. Jerry Sixpack lives next door.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
But so no one's ever gonna see the name written. They're just gonna think it's people saying Mew weird.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you still pronounce you just like you. You don't have to pronounce it.
People may say moo is what cows say, and then we have to direct them to the Wikipedia article on use.
Yeah.
We don't want people confusing Kelly with the ability to move moo-moos. She can't move moo-moos. She moves sheep.
Sheeps, correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Kelly's got sheep's powers. We've nailed that. Jessie is last, right?
Mm-hmm.
What have we to give to
There's
Jessie?
Jessie and Lisa.
Oh, Lisa.
There's more. It's 3 and 3. It's Thrinefold.
Lisa?
I think we went over this. So Lisa was the sort of love interest, kind of, for AC Slater.
Okay.
She was just a very good student.
Oh, so a real nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jessie was the cause crusader. She would be like, I'm going to protest deodorants companies, things like that. She was kind of a hippie, but kind of like an environmentalist.
Okay. All right. So peat moss. No. Fertilizer.
I don't know where you're going, but I'm hanging in there.
I don't know where I'm going either. I'm thinking maybe environmentalist sheeps.
Can she grow her own wool?
She can grow her own sheeps.
I think that gets.
She can summon sheeps right out of the ground.
I think that's infringing on God's territory, Scott.
A whole ocean of sheeps right under our feet.
So she can sheep bend.
Sheep bending. Yep. How's that different from maneuvers though?
How is it different from Mewver? Oh,
wait,
man.
It's Mewver? I thought it was maneuver. I thought it was maneuver.
It wasn't, but it is now because that's way better.
No, I like maneuver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It was previously Mewver, just Mewver.
I thought
but now it's Maneuver.
Oh, like mover. Oh.
Yeah.
I honestly thought you said maneuver. Okay, well we're
I mean, now I did. You can take care of all that in editing.
Yeah, we're keeping it maneuver. Okay. Okay, and how is maneuvering different from sheep bending? Sheep's bending.
Maneuver can move one sheep at a time in all three axes of the physical realm. Sheep bending, she can move more than one sheep, but they must be an unbroken chain of sheep connecting to her.
Okay, so maneuver will set them in position, or she's the fine points, but sheep bending can just move a whole mass of sheep at once,
as long as they're all touching.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And they work together a lot. They're friends.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to be a real party team. Okay. And then that's Lisa, not Jessie?
Well, I'm not sure. I think that's got to be Lisa because that's the mental.
Okay. Are you telling me that Jessie's a dum-dum?
Well, Lisa's just smarter than all of them.
Okay, so maybe she should be maybe the smarter than all of them should be girl who sits on her computer and has many screens.
I like that, like an oracle.
Yeah, and we'll call her
sheep. No.
Hang on, I'll get there.
Well, computer screens don't have much to do with sheep, really.
Yeah, she's all about sheep's research. Maybe she
just knows all about the sheep. Maybe she can read any sheep's mind.
Oh, there we go. Wait, but can't she can read their minds? But sheepmen can already talk to sheep.
No. Sheepmen can talk to sheep, but they can't talk back to sheepmen.
Oh, so they can talk to her.
She can go both ways with this. This sheep really wants a carrot.
All right, so she's the mind linker. We'll call her.
And she can create telepathic networks of both sheep and sheeper members.
So she's always talking to them sheeps. She's the sheepalist, the sheep's whisperer, the
Sheep whisperer's not bad.
sheep speaker.
Sheep speaker's pretty good.
The Shorax. She speaks for the sheeps.
I like Shorax. Because it sounds like the name of a villain. So they'll be like, it's Shorax. And then you're like, oh, that's the villain. And it's not. It's just a very nice girl.
Okay, hold up. I need to just open up a text document right quick and write down these names. So we got Time Stop.
Time Stop Zach.
Sheepman. I think it should just be Time Stop.
He's got a lot of hubris, and I think he wants to make his name known.
We'll talk about it later. Okay. Time Stop Sheepman. Screech is still Screech, and then we got Maneuver, which written out looks like Manoever.
It looks pretty bad. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'll put hyphens.
Maybe it's Man-Uver.
Yep, exactly correct. And then we got the Shorax, or just Shorax.
The Shorax. Just Shorax.
The Shorax? Just Shorax.
Just Shorax.
Shorks.
No, keep
it's
the
actually
A.
that's the name. It's that's actually what it is though. It's just Shorax.
It's Her name is
and
just.
Then,
it's two
right,
words.
So that's
just
Lisa.
Shorax.
Yes, correct. And then what do we got for Jesse?
What is it? What do you name a person who can bend unbroken strands of sheep?
I thought. Oh, so Jesse's now the sheep bender?
Yes, Jesse's the sheep bender because just Shorax is Lisa.
So you're telling
that's all six.
So Kelly assembles the sheep. She like gets the sheep in position. How about this? How about this? Jesse. In addition to just being, I don't like that she basically has the same power as Kelly.
It feels a little reductive.
So instead of she can only move sheep as long as they're touching, she can take a massive sheep and turn them into anything. She can transmute them. She's like a sheep alchemist. But
so she can make a really fat sheep into two thin sheep?
Or she could make a giant mound of sheep into a building made of sheep, or an airplane, or a bus. But the catch
all specifically made of sheep.
They are very clearly still made of sheep. This does not. It does not become a sheep that suddenly looks like a bus.
Yes, she can Lincoln Log Tinker Toy a sheep construct.
Yes, and we'll call her the sheep.
The sheep shifter.
Sheep shifter. That's good. I don't normally try to drop the F-bomb, and I'm sorry I just shouted it. Dude, this is a hell of a super team.
Yeah.
I love this.
Any sheep-based problems can be solved. Any problem solvable with sheep can be solved by the sheepers.
And this is by the sheepers. That's what they're that's what they're called. That's what they're called. And and the show is called Sheared by the Dell.
Sheared by the Dell. And
oh my gosh, this is so
do they
good.
ever learn to make YouTube videos?
Yeah, that's their job. That's the
everyday
YouTube videos. But
yeah,
they never appear in the videos. It's all just voiceover, and they have their powerless buddy. They need a power. Jerry Sixpack is who stars in all the videos because they obviously
he's the one that has the sheep problems.
Obviously,
he has so many sheep problems, and they need to use their powers to solve the sheep problems that always crop up.
Without
very carefully,
sheep powers.
So carefully. I feel like you need to give that sheep a carrot. Well, why do you think
give
that,
them sheeps.
Lisa? And she just goes, well, I have a feeling, and then she turns and winks at the camera.
I was going to say that the sheepers wouldn't be in their videos because they'd be too recognizable, but superheroes got secret identities. They can be on TV.
Yeah, they can be on TV. Clark Kent does it.
I love this. Clark Kent is not on TV. Bruce Wayne's on TV all the time.
I'm sorry.
Clark Kent is a journalist for a newspaper. Get your sheeps together.
I'm sorry. I'll be better.
Yeah.
I'll do better.
Dude, this one wrote itself. This one
popped.
This one popped.
I gotta say, I was nervous until we discovered the sheep heat.
Oh yeah, dude, you gotta get that pork chop grilling. Here's the thing, I said pork chop intending to be like punny, but I said pork chop, I meant lamb chop.
Yeah. Do you want to try that
I'm
again?
a failure. No, I mean, you gotta get that lamb chop cooking.
Yeah. Good reference.
Oh, do you remember lamb chop?
Oh God, dude, that little show. That little
Yeah,
that
well,
little
that's going-
show.
Speaking of, all right, this is a great episode. I'm super happy with this. I think with that we're gonna wrap it up. We gotta get a couple more details hammered down before we can pitch this to corporate before the new year. So thank you so much everyone for listening. Please rate us on iTunes. It would help a ton if we could get some ratings up there. Spread the word. Tell your friends. We have a Twitter that we haven't used at all yet, but we'll totally start if people start following us. That's just at RebootLeggers. Thanks for listening. Until next time, I am your Sheep's Master, Scott Owen.
And I'm the Vice Principal of Sheepington, Frank Sarah.
Frank, what's our password this week?
Password next week is the Moo Says Moo.
The Moo Says Moo.